Welcome to the Lynn Lowdown. Today we are joined by Reverend Barrington from St. Stephen's Church. How you doing, Reverend?
I am well. Thank you, McCullough.
All right, so a lot to talk about. You guys got a lot going on during this time. But first, how has the pandemic affected the church?
Oh boy, it's been crazy. It's been hard. Trying to do Lent and Holy Week and Easter without being able to gather has been disorienting, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
We've been playing with doing taping services, and now we're trying to do, we've been doing Zoom services on Sunday, and the daily battle, my battle with technology has not always been pleasant. But we've learned a lot. We've got some people that have stepped forward to really help out, things that I just didn't know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we are managing. We are trying to stay in touch by phone, by email, and all those things. But it's been a learning experience. It's been a rough experience in some respects.
Have you seen the participation? Has it been the same as a regular service, or is there a little bit more or less?
No, it's been less. And part of that is that I don't even know, when you put something on tape, we put it on our website and we put it on Facebook. On Facebook, you can see how many people have clicked onto a video, but I don't know how to get that information out of our website. I think it can be done, but I have no idea how to do it. So, yeah, and also we've got a lot of folks that are connected to the internet, or they might have a smartphone, but not quite sure how to do all of that. So that's been a challenge, and that's where we've had to go to that old technology of telephones.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. Some people don't even have phones in their home. It's the house phone anymore. It's usually
I don't have a house phone anymore, and these things are not all that effective sometimes as phones. But we are doing our best. We're trying to call people, trying to stay in touch with people, and also asking people to keep remembering that we're there and keep supporting the church, because we've made a commitment to keep on paying all our staff.
Yeah.
That includes me and a musician and a sexton, which is our name for a janitor, and the parish administrator, as well as we've got an after-school program that is actually grant funded, but we're continuing to pay the director for that, but have had to put the staff on half pay.
Okay.
But we've really tried to make a commitment of saying this is important to keep people together, because it's tough.
Yeah, with the after school program, they're using Zoom as well to keep in touch with some of the students, or is it just phone calls?
Not really. I don't think so. And part of that is that the majority of it's a free after-school program for kids in the neighborhood, and many of them don't have that kind of technology.
Oh, okay. Now you guys got the food pantry going on.
So that's the one thing we have kept going with a real commitment, and there's been a few ups and downs with that, with the food pantry. Some have been saying, oh, the Salvation Army is doing such a great job, it's not necessary. And I feel, one, it is necessary because people are really showing up, but it's also important for us to keep that connection and commitment to serving our neighborhood and serving our neighbors. It is spiritually, it is for us, and materially, it is for those who need food.
Yeah, Now, with the food pantry, so do you guys, as the church, the members of the church, majority of the volunteers to help, or you guys have members in the community that come and help you as well?
We have both. The core of it are members of the church, but we have some wonderful long-term as well as new volunteers who have helped. One of the challenges we had is that many of our most dedicated volunteers are older, and the risk of to them if they get the coronavirus was too great. And so we have encouraged them to say with deep regret, this is not a good place for you to be. But we've had other people step up and say, okay, I can help with putting do the setup, putting the groceries in the bags, but I don't want to be there when all of the guests are coming. And we've had to move our distribution to outside. So and then enforcing strict protocols of wearing masks and social distancing and all that, though it is sometimes hard to social distance with people that you know well and you're working on a task. So we're really committed to keeping everybody safe.
Yeah. Now, where the supplies, the food, where is it all donations from the community?
It is by and large all from the Greater Boston Food Bank. What an amazing organization. They are doing so much good. And we are getting some donations, but even that, we're cautious about getting anything that's just coming in because we don't know where it's been. And if we get it in, we try to put it aside for a number of days. But the Greater Boston Food Bank is a lifesaver for this whole area, and we could not be doing what we're doing without them.
Yeah.
My hat's off to them.
Yes, that's definitely a great thing that they're doing, and also a great thing that you guys are doing. Just being able to stay available for the community, because everybody is so worried about going places and just trying to keep themselves safe. You kind of don't know if maybe you had the idea if you're going in, you kind of don't know how the turnout will be, but yet people are still turning out, which is a great thing.
We have been able to, and we've had some unexpected people show up to help, which has been really delightful. Now our program, our pantry, only serves on Friday afternoons, except for the first Friday of the month. So we take the first Friday off.
Which is this Friday.
That was our old pattern, and so on the first, we will not be having a pantry. And we've talked about, yes, we should do it then as well, but quite frankly, it's partially about preserving the strength and the capacity of the volunteers to keep it going. So they made that decision, and the Salvation Army is the big distributor of food for Lynn, another organization that my hat and heart goes out to. But we are able to serve that community a lot of people from right around the church. We get a lot of people who walk in, as well as people in cars. And our numbers have more than doubled.
Okay. Now, in the future, are you guys going to do anything? Would you guys be able to provide safety gears such as masks or gloves for residents? Is that something in plans for you guys?
We had some members of the church who have been making masks that came over and brought over dozens of them for both our volunteers, but also to hand out to anybody who showed up without a mask. And we're doing that, but that's on an informal basis. Quite frankly, I'm not quite sure where I could procure masks to give out broader. Yeah. Right now, we're just focusing and using all our energy to make sure we keep the food. Yeah. And that's been a challenge because with the greater numbers, we're used to 75 to 95 households on a Friday, on a distribution day. Last Friday, we had just over 200. And that's just, and we managed to do it. The week before that, we ended up, we were running out of food, and knew that if we kept on giving, we wouldn't have enough food for the next week.
Yeah.
As it turned out, and I had to make that call, and I preached on this past Sunday. I made the wrong call.
Mm-hmm.
We shut down 20 minutes early. There was 10, 20 people who showed up after we'd closed, and I regret that. But we went and we had to schedule another truck to pick up over 5,000, I think it's 5,400 pounds of food.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to have enough. So everybody got a bag of groceries. The bag was about 22 pounds of food.
All right. Now, you said it runs on Fridays, except the first Friday. Now, what are the hours of operations for
Officially, it's 2 to 4 p.m. We have been trying to start a little bit early just to have it so we don't have lines.
Mm-hmm.
That sort of depends on how organized we are.
And also for volunteers, if anybody wants to volunteer, where can they go, or how can they make themselves available to be volunteers?
They need to call up the church and let us know they want to volunteer. We've had to be very careful about restricting the number of volunteers so that we can do the work and keep on social distancing. Mm-hmm. So too many volunteers is a problem because we're all end up being bunched up together. Mm-hmm. So they can call the church, and hold on, I don't even have the church number memorized. It's just on my phone. The church number is 781-599-4220. That's 781-599-4220.
And also the website. They can also go to
and they can also I think so. Yes, there are. You can email the church through the website.
Okay. Well, you guys are definitely doing a great thing. Now, I know you said first Fridays you guys don't have it, so this Friday there will not be a food pantry this Friday.
That's correct. That's correct.
The next one is next week, second Friday
of May. Yeah.
Second Friday.
Believe it or not, it's May already.
I know. Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. So
yeah,
that is St. Stephen's Church. And one more, can you give the address to St. Stephen's Church?
The address is 74 South Common Street. We are the big red stone church right next to the big yellow Greek Orthodox church. And you need to come turn down Blossom Street and come to the parking lot behind the church, which is where we hold the pantry.
All right. Reverend, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me. I really appreciate this. Continue the great work.
My pleasure. And thank you for the Lynn Public TV for all of the work that you're doing to keep everybody informed. This is a great service.
All right. Thank you very much. And when everything comes back together, we'll get everybody in the studio. We'll have a in-studio interview instead of us over the internet.
That sounds like a good plan. Thank you so much.
All right, you have a great one.
You too. God bless.
God bless. You guys have been watching the Lynn Lowdown. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.